Okay, people, so in our last video about pretty cool Eventide plugins, we talked about, actually I talked about, and you probably have listened. So I talked about how I'm using Black Hole and Mangled Verb to create this huge soundscapes for ambient background music in the games that I'm working on. So playing through the legacy and other bundles that Eventide has, I stumbled upon also a couple of cool plugins that I wanted to show you to see how you can use those to create also some pretty cool, gnarly, pretty evil, dirty sounds for your soundtracks or your projects that are. So this is like a short trailer piece, not actually a trailer piece, but like maybe a short action uh, sequence from a video game where you're like fighting a group of enemies or a boss or something like that. So let me just play it first, and then I'm going to show how I used a couple of these plugins to get what I got here. So here we go first. All right, so that's how it sounds. But the main plugin that I'm featuring here is called the CrushStation. Now, this is a distortion box, basically. It gives you, like the preset says, it gives hair on your chest, on your sounds. But this is the thing. I kind of like I tweaked this. I always like to start with when I'm introducing myself to new presets and to new plugins and everything. I want to try some presets and then tweak them in order to get something that I want. So this blue track here, sent mid, without all the processing, sounds like this. And then it sounds the same. But watch this. Once I turn on the CrushStation, check this out. Like, and then when you go with CrushStation, it sounds like, holy cow. Like, it's like somebody, like, it's angry. It's an angry sound, and I pretty much like it. But aside from using CrushStation, where have I used CrushStation? Yeah, on the bass. Now, the bass track, I doubled it. Let me just close this one. So the original bass sound is like this. Just your regular, sub bass. But I doubled it, and now I have this one, which is like a second layer that sounds like this. Which has the crush. But then I wanted to, so I don't get all the subbiness from it, I used my trusty E channel, and I cut down everything that is like in subs. Maybe I can cut a little bit more, like this, and I cut off this region here, and just boosted a little bit of high so that it just cuts above the rest of the mix. So once I combine these two, here's what I get. And then when you combine it with this one, check this out. Yeah, you know. So that's the CrushStation. Pretty awesome, awesome dirt box for your synths, for your drums. You know, not just guitars. I mean, you can destroy anything with distortion, and you know your creativity is your limit. So another thing that I wanted to show you here regarding this CrushStation sound on my main synth here on the main groove. I added a micro pitch. So a micro, it's just, you know, like wobbling the pitch of the signal in a certain way that you set it up. So it kind of like either widens it or creates some pretty weird effects on it. So and if we use it with CrushStation, so let me just do this one and let's just tweak them together, for example. Pretty cool sound, pretty cool sound. And then because this one also has some subbiness to it, I used I used my E channel here to cut the subs so it doesn't bother the bass, and I cut the highs so because this type of distortion effects can give you some pretty harsh and ugly frequencies in the upper register, so you want to cut them down in order to make your sound a little bit, I mean, in order to make your distortion as appealing as possible. So, you know, this is how it sounds without the E channel. And when I put the E channel, it's a subtle effect, but once all the distortion, like from the bass and from the Brahms sounds, you know, it can really get cranky, and you want to control that. Now, another thing that I liked here is this Physion structural effects. You can use this on any type of there you go. So I used it on my drums. It analyzes the drums and it gives them, you know, this type of, you know, more aggressiveness. They cut through the mix. So this is how they sound without the structural effect. Yeah, they surely have a little more low end, but I wanted to control these. You see, I could probably give it like more low gain. Let me see it now, how it sounds. Yeah. See how nicely they cut through the mix? They are somewhat tighter because of the compression. You know, you can have a lot of effects here, you know, but because of the compression, they are a lot more tighter and punchier now that I got them the low gain with the gate and everything. So they kind of like just, you know, they hit hard, and combined with the riff, you know. That's the Bram. I also cutted the Bram here so that it doesn't mud the mix. Yeah. See how dull they sound? But once you do this, they cut hard like the edge of a knife. So check them out. I mean, you can download demos of like 30 days or something to play around with these, and if you want, you can, purchase them and something. I'm not being endorsed by Eventide whatsoever, nor am I being paid for this type of promotion. I just want to show you guys some things that I found, and I think you will like these plugins. I mean, I'm surely going to explore more Eventide effects soon in the future, so check it out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!